Full cinematic story. No chapters. There are moments in life when silence becomes louder than speech, when the absence of someone begins to feel heavier than their presence. This is the story of a man who didn't chase love, a man who understood something most people never learn, that sometimes saying nothing changes everything. His name was Adrian. Not the loudest in a room, not the flashiest, not someone fighting for attention. He had a calmness that drew people in, the kind of presence that made silence feel comforting instead of awkward. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. He simply existed in his own quiet world. And then came Lena, a woman who walked with a confidence she earned over years of being admired. She was beautiful, expressive, and always surrounded by attention. Every man she met wanted to be the reason she smiled. They texted her nonstop, complimented her, tried to prove themselves. But not Adrian. They met at a small evening gathering hosted by a mutual friend. Dim lights, the hum of soft music, the scent of warm vanilla filling the room. Adrian was on the balcony, observing the city, sipping his drink, while everyone else was trying to be seen. Lena approached him, drawn by his quiet mystery. He looked at her with a soft smile, steady, unbothered, present. They started talking, and almost instantly the world around them faded. Not shallow conversation, but deep, honest connection. They spoke about dreams, the kind of peace they searched for, the fear of losing themselves, the desire to find something real. For 2 hours, they were lost in each other's company. When the night ended, they exchanged numbers. Lena walked home replaying every moment, feeling a spark she hadn't felt in years. She went to sleep smiling, already imagining the good morning message she'd receive. But morning came, and nothing. No hello, no I had a great time, not even a simple emoji. She waited. An hour, 2 hours, half a day, still nothing. She refreshed her phone, restarted it, checked again, but Adrian hadn't written. At first, she told herself not to care. He's probably busy, she whispered to calm her ego, but a seed of curiosity had already been planted. Why wasn't he reaching out? Why didn't he act like the others? Why did his silence feel so intentional? 3 days passed. Lena finally opened his Instagram, quietly, like a secret. The first thing she saw was a new post. A picture of Adrian smiling, relaxed, surrounded by friends on a rooftop lounge, the city lights glowing behind him. He looked happy, very happy, a kind of happiness that didn't include her. The caption was just one word, life. That single word hit her harder than any long message ever could. He wasn't thinking about her. He wasn't waiting. He wasn't replaying the night the way she was. He was living. And for the first time in a long time, Lena felt like she was missing out. She looked at the picture longer than she should have, zoomed in on everything. His smile, his surroundings, the people behind him. Then she noticed a girl in the background, laughing, standing just a little too close. Her chest tightened. Was she with him? Was he talking to her now? Did he forget about Lena that easily? Her mind started filling in the blanks. Jealousy does not wait for the truth. It builds its own story. Lena suddenly cared more than she expected. She posted a selfie, a soft, natural light one. Maybe he would see it. Maybe he would react. He didn't. She posted a quote, "I'm learning to stop giving energy to people who don't deserve me." He didn't react. She posted a video at a cafe with friends, looking radiant and unbothered. Still nothing. Her posts weren't really for her followers. They were a message for him, a silent whisper, "Notice me." But Adrian didn't like a single post, didn't comment, didn't watch every story. He gave no validation at all, and that made her want it more. 5 days passed before Adrian finally texted her. It wasn't a paragraph, not even a full sentence, just 2 words, "Hey, star." She stared at her screen in shock. Star? Nobody had ever called her that. Not cute, not dramatic, just unique enough to feel personal. Her heart skipped. She wanted to reply instantly, but forced herself to wait 10 minutes. Her mind was racing, her pulse quickened. She took a deep breath, then typed, "Hey, how are you?" Simple. Safe, but her hands were trembling. Adrian replied 8 minutes later, "Good. Busy. You? Calm. Short. Emotionless." But that emotionless message hit her deeply. He wasn't trying to impress her. He wasn't chasing. He wasn't desperate for attention. He was simply there. Confident, whole, unaffected. And that made him unforgettable. Later that night, Adrian posted a short video on his story. He was out again, laughing with 2 girls, most likely just friends. But to Lena, the scene meant something else. Her throat tightened, her heart twisted. Her thoughts raced. Is he seeing someone? Does he even think about me? Why do I care this much? She replayed the video multiple times, studying the faces, listening to the laughter, trying to understand where she stood. Adrian didn't post the story to impress her. He didn't post it to make her jealous. He just shared his life. But his life looked full, and she wasn't part of it. That realization hit her harder than she expected. Over the next days, something strange began to happen. Lena found herself thinking about him in the morning, at work, in the evening, right before she slept. Adrian wasn't loud in her life. He wasn't present. He wasn't trying. But he had become a quiet, constant thought she couldn't push away. Not because of what he did, but because of what he didn't do. He didn't chase her. He didn't overwhelm her. He didn't put her on a pedestal. He didn't treat her like a prize. He treated her like an option, and that made her want to become a priority. One morning, Lena finally texted him first. Not out of ego, not out of strategy, not to prove anything, but because she genuinely missed him. And in that moment, she understood the truth. Adrian never tried to be unforgettable. He simply lived in a way that made others notice. His silence wasn't a game, it was a mirror. And Lena filled that mirror with her own longing, curiosity, and desire. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. Because the right person, the one who truly feels a connection, will hear your silence louder than your words. And they'll come closer, not because you chased them, but because they couldn't stop thinking about you.